Yeah, I was gonna say, I did not make the group I'm in. Oh,
Sorry.
she's back.
I was ready and bragging on you, and then I got kicked totally off. Okay, so of course. All right. You know, we gotta go with the flow. Anyway, I just wanted to say how excited I am about some of the things that I am learning, and thank you, Susan. We've kind of been partnering on some of our new skills and sharing some things with each other and learning together, and it's been super fun and got lots to share tonight. So, without further ado, I'm going to just welcome everybody. First of all, I want to ask if everybody will just take 5 seconds, bow your head. Let's lift each other up in prayer, each other's families, our customers, our friends, and everybody around the world, the heroes that are taking care of us. So let's just take 5 seconds and lift up a joint prayer. Amen. Okay. And does anybody have any special prayer requests tonight?
I do.
Yes, Betty?
My son was supposed to come home April the 6th. And of course, with all this, they've put him back to April the 21st. But now they're saying May the 21st, and it might possibly be June.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. And where is he now, Betty?
He's in Afghanistan.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. And he's flying? Is he piloting over there?
Yes.
Wow. Well, then he definitely needs prayers, and you too, because it's just as hard on mama as it is on son, not being able to get home and be with you guys. So definitely, let's definitely add Betty to our prayer list and her family.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay. Well, I will announce that, thank you for the prayers last week. My daddy is home safe and sound. He got home Easter Sunday about 4:30, and Bob was not able to fly in. They canceled the flight, so Dad had to drive the RV back by himself, which he's obviously capable of doing. So he's back safely, and I praise God for that. Okay, I want to know some good news. Who's got some good news they'd like to share? Well, come on. Somebody's got to have some good news.
There's lots of good news. I mean,
Okay, well, go, Greta. You go.
Well, my dad's doing better.
Good.
He's doing better. They let him have one eye. They did one eye surgery. He's got cataracts. They did one eye surgery. Right now they're kind of holding off. But as far as the getting around, he actually was able to mow his yard the other day. He has a riding mower.
That's huge.
That was huge for him, where he used to do 11 yards a day, and then when all that happened with his heart, but I mean, he won't be able to do that again, but he was able to mow his own yard. It tuckered him out for 2 days, but he was able to do it. I know he felt better.
That's good news. Okay, that is good news. I like that. Anybody else have some good news to share in your business, in your personal life? Okay.
I've got a lot of excitement.
And Greta is actually going to be sharing with us in a few minutes, and I'm sure you're going to include some of the good news in your business, because there's a lot going on. What I want to do tonight is continue to talk about our customer group page. We started talking about it last week, and since then, I am more than excited about this. Susan and I were on a call last night with Heather Tearing, who I don't know how many times she's been the queen of sales. Not in our seminar, Pearl, I think, but I know like 3 out of the last 4 years she was the queen, and she really utilizes her social media and her group customer page. So what I wanted to do tonight is talk about it, but I'm actually gonna Heather Fearing, thank you, Susan, and she was phenomenal. We just learned a lot, and I when I got off, I was just so charged up. I'm like, I knew already I wasn't doing it justice. I knew that I had a group page, and I was inconsistent with it, and I'd either post a lot or wouldn't post anything for a week. And, but I, always got good results when I posted things. And I don't know why I really haven't worked it more, but this really, here's what I learned first and foremost about a customer group page and the value of it. It is it is the foundation of everything that we have. And here's what I'm going to do just to be on the safe side until somebody needs to talk. I'm just going to mute everybody in the background. I think, yeah, everybody's muted, and then I'll just bring people back on as they need to talk. But it's foundational. It is where it all starts, because don't we know, and I know this, that my customers many times ultimately become my team members. And if they don't become my team members, they're my best cheerleaders, because they love me, they love Mary Kay, they're going to send people to me, they're going to send their friends, their girlfriends, they're going to tell their sister-in-law who's looking for another job that she needs to talk to Teresa about Mary Kay. So that's, honest to gosh, that's our foundation. And I really haven't worked it the way Heather works hers, and some of the things that she does. And she talked about the difference between a group page and a business page. And and a business page is just kind of like your advertisement. It's just out there. She said she literally doesn't do that much with her business page. I don't either. Everybody needs a business page, but it's not your foundation. Your customer group page is. And so she talks about, first of all, your personal page. And we've discussed this last week, that 80-20 rule, that 80% of your postings on your personal page need to be about you, your life, your family, your travels, fun things, things that lift other people. And she said, keep your personal page, anything that you put out there, keep it classy. Keep it classy. So, and I've done this for a long time. When you do post on your personal page, when you're posting about a lifestyle thing, or, a trip you're taking, or something with your family, if you're using hashtags, use the hashtag #MyMKLife. That's a great hashtag that you can attach to pretty much anything you post. And you're letting people know that, this is your Mary Kay life. It is infused with everything that you do. And so, and so that, I have done that for a long time. So it doesn't have to be a Mary Kay post, which would be about the other 20% of the things that you post on your page would be things about Mary Kay. Never a call to action, never to sell, but sharing things that are happening with the company that you're excited about, sharing your trip to Dallas, sharing something that you've won, sharing what the company's doing right now with the hand sanitizers, sharing, that we're a company that gives back and being proud of that, sharing those types of things, some of the media things that we can get, videos that we can post, those things would belong definitely on our personal page. But we don't want it to be Mary Kay, Mary Kay, Mary Kay. Okay, we want them to know that we love our Mary Kay life, that we are Mary Kay. This is our lifestyle. This is our livelihood. For me, it's one of the ways that, I support my family. So it's not my little Mary Kay thing, it is something that I love to do. And I want to make sure people know that I do it, but I don't want to jam it down their throat on my personal page, if you guys know what I mean. And I don't think any of us would do that, but we do know people who have. So your group page is, and again, not jamming anything down anybody's throat, but it's a community. And that's what you really want to think of your group page, is community. You want to get interaction. You want it to be fun. You want it to be something that they're excited about looking at. You want it to add value. You want it to have promotions and recognition. You want to say when their birthday is, or if it's their anniversary, or any kind of things like that. Those are the kinds of fun things that you want to post on their page. You want to post how appreciative you are of them, and how they are the biggest part of your Mary Kay business, and how they support you. You want to make them feel extremely special by maybe sharing some of your favorite hacks that you go, shh, this really may not be, something that the company would say, but oh my gosh, I like to dot charcoal mask on my face if I've got any breakouts, and go to bed with these spots all over my face and wake up and they're gone in the morning. Some of the fun secret hacks that you do, those are the cute, fun things that people go, that's special. I'm in a special group. You want to, and I learned this last night, and I did not know this, that if you want to tag the entire group, instead of obviously going, if you may have 100, 420 people, whatever it is that you've got in your group, if you want to tag the whole group so that they are notified that you posted something that's really important, you wouldn't want to do this every time, but all you have to do is do the @ and then look for the drop down for your group name. Mine is Teresa's MK Clients. Okay, Susan's leaving. She said she'll be something. Okay. Anyway, so you could hit the @ and tag your group name, and then that tag will go out to everybody in that group. So I love that. So that's how you can get your entire group knowing that you put something on there that's valuable that they need to pay attention to. That was pretty cool. The average that Heather said she posted was 2 to 3 times a week. And I love that, because here's the thing. I think that we can overpost and we can overdo. So I think we have to be consistent. We have to have a schedule. We have to have a plan, just like anything else that you're consistent with. And so my goal right now is to post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'm going to have maybe names for them, like, Wild About Wednesdays, or it could be, the wildest things that I've done with my Mary Kay products or whatever, Fact Friday, and it could be some facts about the business, and Makeover Monday, whatever. I'm working on that, but my goal would be to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the other thing is, if you're into it, let's say you've got a day and you've got some really fun posts that you've seen, some things that you want to copy, some things on marykay.com or on In Touch, and you're kind of just, you've got an hour or two that you're just sitting there, you're really into posting, then just schedule the posts. You can schedule them so you don't have to post, so they all kind of get lost. Does that make sense? But you can actually schedule the next one for Wednesday, and then the next one for Friday. And you could actually take a day and schedule, the next 2 weeks out. I don't know that I could schedule a whole month out, but you could schedule a week or 2 weeks out. So you can schedule a post. You want to attract. Your whole goal, again, is to add value. This is a community. You want to attract them, not attack them. But she says she loves to, like her star prize, she might show them 3 or 4 choices of her star prize and let them pick what they think she should pick. Or jewelry, the diamond rings that she earns in the Queen's Court of Sales, she'll show them that and let them pick that. Or she'll post where she is in a company newsletter. So get them involved in the ways that they're participating in your business besides just buying product. Let them know what a big part they are of that. She said this, and this was like one of those, the angel started singing. She said, you can be in Queen's Court of Sales. What is that? 40,000 retail, right? 40,000 retail. And you go, 40,000. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. With 40 customers, you can be in the Queen's Court of Sales, because women will spend anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on skincare, color, body care, fragrance, gifts, right? Well, don't we agree? We know what we spend, and most women will spend between $500 and $1,000. So you take that $1,000 and what your goal is. And that's why this group page, I think, is so good, because you can introduce them to so many other products. And instead of them being on your skincare, which that's really our first goal, right? If they fall in love with Mary Kay Skincare and they fall in love with us, but then you want to start to take that funnel and get that deeper into all of the other product lines. And if you have your clients, you have 40 of your best clients using all of that, they will be buying $1,000 a year from you, and you will be in Queen's Court of Sales. And I'm like, that's just magical. That's an easy number to track, and it's easy to see what your customers are so that you can take them to another level. So even yesterday, I walked outside to take the dogs for a walk, and I'm like, I need to post something. Walked back in the house, I grabbed a 2-in-1 body wash and shave and walked outside with it and just took a picture. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't know what I was going to say, but I just took a picture. I do better if I don't sit and try to plan too much, but I do things more spontaneous, spur of the moment. So I grabbed a 2-in-1 body wash and shave, and I walked outside, and I took a picture with a redbud tree behind me, and then I went in and I posted something about, are you ready to start some spring cleaning? And cleaning in quotes, and then I talked about the 2-in-1 body wash and shave. I sold one immediately. I've had 4 other people private message me, but some people will message you right there on the group post. Some people will private message you. That's fine. And I didn't tell them to buy one. I just was talking about the product and how much I love it and how silky your skin and your legs feel when you use it. So, and Dee Dee, are you waving at me? Do you want to say something? Okay, no, you've got flies going around or something. So be spontaneous. Take the pictures of you and the product, or, take a picture of the product. Take your picture. I heard this too, and I don't know if it was Heather who said it or somebody else who said it the other day. And it was, again, one of those, what stops people from scrolling through Facebook? What stops you? What do you stop for when you're scrolling through Facebook and you're just chilling out and you're kind of seeing what people are posting? What makes you stop and read a post? The first thing I always stop is if I see a photo of that person, something she's doing or with her family, right? Don't we pretty much, isn't that true? And so posting other people's posts, that's all well and good. But post your family. Even if it's you holding something, if your face isn't prepared to be in a picture, but you can hold it in your hand and take a picture and talk about it or whatever, that's what gets noticed. And when things get noticed and things get commented on, that's when you go up in the Facebook algorithm. The more engagement you get, the more engagement you get, right? Does that make sense? So it's the same thing for your group page. They want to see you. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be quick. You can have a hat on, a ball cap. It doesn't make any difference. I think the key is that you are engaging with them. Some real quick things that I am actually tomorrow, I'm going to do a separate video on exactly step-by-step how to create your customer Facebook group page. I'm going to make that a separate video. I was going to do it tonight and do screen share, but there's too much to talk about first. And then I'll come back and I'll do that other video. But quick videos, like 2-minute videos, because that's what holds people's attention too. I think we all know that if it's much longer than 5 or 10 minutes, you're just going to kind of lose people. But 2 or 3 minute videos that are fun and quick. So showing them how to put CC cream on their legs to get a little suntan, get a little color on their legs and make their legs look pretty. That's a fun, fast video. To show somebody how to clean their brushes, and I like to use the TimeWise bar to clean my brushes, and get them all soapy and just make a big deal about, look, I got all these messy brushes. I got a bar in my hand. Let me show you what I do. Show them that. Have flash sales, pass those on to your clients. She said she moves anytime there's a discontinued product, she will have buy 2, get 1 free. And she clears everything off. She said she sold more, and you don't have to have them. You got to do this when it's not product on your shelf, right? You may have some discontinued product on your shelf, but when the company announces we're going to be getting rid of cream eyeshadows and on the next order form, that's when you do that. So she actually had to order tons of cream eyeshadows to the people that were buying 2 get 1 free, because it was a deal, it was a sale, it was special. So that's a big deal. Okay, turn the page. Again, putting hashtags on things is important. You just have to be aware sometimes. Don't make up your own, because sometimes they can either look funky and you didn't notice that. They can have a weird word in the middle of there, or it can be used for something else. So I think just, again, keep it classy. This was good too. She puts all of her preferred customer programs in her group list. So that's a good place to start. Go through your preferred customers. And if you don't have a huge PCP list, then look at everybody that is a close friend, already on Mary Kay, that's your client, or that you would like to be on Mary Kay that you know doesn't already have a Mary Kay chick, and add them to that group page. And she says she never, and this is something true for me too, she never removes somebody just because they haven't purchased anything. She never takes them off of that group page. If they want out of the group, they can take themselves out of the group, but you never know when somebody's going to come back around. And I've found that even true in our unit group page. If a consultant steps back, steps away, goes terminated, I've had many of them come back around just because they still hung out in our group and they saw what we were doing and they missed their Mary Kay. So she never eliminates anybody from that. She does a lot of fun games and quizzes, and I'm going to let Bretta talk in a minute, because Bretta is the queen of this, is engagement and engaging with her customers, and that's good. Places to find things, and I'll cover some of this when I'm actually making the video on how to set this up, but I stalk people that I really love. I will friend them on Facebook or on Instagram, and if they're out there, if they've got, what is the word that there's a new buzzword about people who, oh my gosh, they're not, though, anyway, people who are making a difference out there in social media. Bretta, you may remember it when I unmute you, but you're probably thinking of it. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you because you're going to be talking here in a second. Anyway, I find people that I really love what they put, how they put it, the pictures they put, and I don't necessarily always duplicate what they do. Every once in a while I do, but I will put it in my own words. I will take that picture that she posted and I'll take my own picture and put it in my own words, but I get the inspiration from other people. Mary Kay on Facebook, there's a lot of great things that you can find from there. The Video Lounge on Mary Kay in Touch has got great shareable videos. The Digital Zone on Mary Kay in Touch and Digital Assets, tons of great pictures and banners and all kinds of fun things you can do. So think of Facebook like a bulletin board. Create a community for your clients. Let them be part of your team. They are part of your team. That's the engagement that you want to get from that. And let them know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they make a huge difference in your business. Okay, I'm taking a breath because Bretta, it is your turn and you've got some stuff to share with us. Anybody have any questions before Bretta starts? Raise your hand. I can unmute you. Okay, Bretta, you're on.
Okay. One of the things that I love to do, when I first started in Mary Kay, I used to love when Teresa would give challenges, because I'm a very competitive person. And anyway, so what I do with my clients is I love to do interactive things. I put something on the unit page today, and it was just a simple interactive meme, and it had three little choices. It says, what do you use to apply your foundation? And it had the beauty blotter, it had your fingers, and then it had the foundation brush. Now that's just as simple, they can just answer you back, but it engages them. And especially right now, people want to be engaged. People want, they want something to do. They've been in their houses, they've watched enough Netflix. They're wanting engagement. But I do several different types of things with my clients. I'll do those type of interactive posts, but I will also create my own challenges. And I did a game. I'll do games. I did something about a week or two ago that was called What's in Your Purse, and it was just a point system game. You can make up your own, or if you see other people's, it's kind of like what Teresa said about a week ago, and she said it tonight. If you see something that somebody else is doing, or you see like something that Teresa's doing, copy it. In Mary Kay, we're go give. We share. Use what they're using, and just copy and paste it. But I did what's in your purse, and it's kind of like let's make a deal, and it was just things like nail file, wallet, credit card, comb, and people did a point system, and I had little goodies to give, people that were 1, 2, and 3 that were the winners. And I created last night a Mary Kay Scrabble game, and I'm going to be putting that out probably next week. But everybody got involved. And I said we needed at least 10 people to play. And as it went along, I actually would pop in. I'm like, we're this far away. And I said, invite your girlfriends to play. And by golly, they got their girlfriends involved. So I was able to and what I did was I had the top 3 winners. But then I said, well, what I'm going to do, since y'all all pulled together and we did this. And I gave the other 7 people just like little, color cards. I sent them little color cards, and they loved it. Well, I saw something that the top director had done, and it was called, they pretty much said that they had been challenged to do a Mary Kay Miss America. And they had the picture of the map, and all the states were different colors. And they said they were trying to get a complimentary pampering package out to at least one woman in every state. So I kind of tweaked it, and I did kind of the same thing. And I said, but there's also a prize for the person that sends out the most complimentary pampering packages. And by golly, last night they were commenting on there going, I'll take North Carolina. Here's another North Carolina. Here's a South Carolina. I had one of my gals from Georgia say, I can get you friends in Rhode Island, West Virginia, Virginia. I was like, wow. It's just, it's taken on a life of its own. These are people that they're getting you contact with. And my little pampering packages, I went ahead before I closed this one up. What I've got in, it's basically, as if you were sitting down to a facial with them. It's a little facial in a bag. I've got the Time Wise and the microdermabrasion. Then I've got a color card, and then I've got what I do is when I contact them, I actually ask them, I type their skin, so I'm giving the right formula. And then with that, I give them a little survey that I follow up with. Of course, I've got a thank you card. I've also got a little gift card where they can actually save money on their purchase, and of course my business card. And that's what I send them. That's all I send them. And then I follow up with them. So, if we go with our law, Mary Kay law of a third, a third, a third, if just one person from each state were to do this, with 50 people, what do you want to say? What do we say here? What, maybe like 16, 17, whatever the averages are. My mind's not working right now. If just like 16, 17 people bought a miracle set, it's worth it. And I've got my scales here now, and the actual, if you put it together with like one of the masks, I choose either the charcoal or the moisturizing mask. Everything I've got in my pampering package is around $272 to mail. I mean, actually $272 to put together. And with the mailing, putting it in the envelope and mailing it with postage, it's a little under $5. Do you think that's worth getting a new customer? I do. Also, too, I saw this on another Mary Kay group. A lady with one of the consultants was asking this, and this is a little off topic, but it does count, because also I put in here a beauty book, because I heard this woman on this group, she said, do you put beauty books in all your mailings? And a lot of those women answered, no, I just tell them to go to my site. I disagree with that, and y'all may not agree with me, but let me tell you, how many of you, when your PCP went out, when you get around to calling those people, they're like, I can't put my hands on it. I don't know where it went. Okay. And you tell them to go to your page. Well, you just go ahead and go to my website. How long does it take them to go to that website, or do they go to that website?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So for me, every order anything that I send out of my house, even if I have to fold the thing, gets a new lookbook. I don't care if they're sitting there with 3 of them, because I've had people, that end up, telling something to their girlfriend about Mary Kay that has an extra lookbook to give them.
Exactly. Exactly.
So for me, and even, I just think they're only 35 cents a piece, guys. When I go and place my order, when the lookbook changes, on my first order, I order 3 packs at a time, because that's your best advertisement.
It
And
is.
I would rather my client be sitting there with 2 or 3 lookbooks than none at all.
Yep.
So
She can hand
I'm
them
just
out.
kind of,
Like you said,
yeah.
she can hand them out. And here's another thing, Brett, it made me think of a comment. Somebody said, when you send out sample packets like that, do you include instructions? And I was thinking, well, yeah, probably be a good idea, but that's kind of a pain. You got to print them off. And the other girl said, no instructions. You put a note, a handwritten note in there, and said, call me and let me walk you through these products.
Mhm.
And when you call me, I've got an extra, whatever you want to do, a $10 gift card for you.
Mhm.
You calling me and but you want to talk to them. And that's the way you
Right.
talk to them, is to give them instructions. So have them call you. And if they don't call you, of course, then you're going to follow up with them.
Well, what I'm loving about this too is because in doing this for people refer people, is I'm getting on, as soon as they refer them, they're giving me their name and address. Most of them are on Facebook, and I'm immediately hitting them up on Messenger because I've got a pre-profile.
Yep.
So we're getting a relationship going. I'm thanking them for assisting me, and so we're like last night I got 5 new names, and I was on Messenger with them and getting to know them right there, and so we automatically we're going back and forth. But you guys, if you can't think or come up with your own type of interactive or engagement post, call Teresa, because she will help you. Because when I was a director, and I've just always been, when I'll make my own. But it's like last night, I just shot Teresa a text. I said, just want to let you know I did one of those good old, I've got a challenge.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
the
And I'll
thing
give you
is,
a challenge. If you need a challenge, girl, I'll give you a challenge.
call Teresa.
That's
Call
right.
Teresa. She will give you something.
I
But
will.
I'm telling you right now my business has been going well, but right now my business is doubling. I am picking up more new clients, and you got to realize, I think we tend to think that everybody's sitting at home right now. And I know that people, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everybody's not worried, but people need something else to focus on.
Yeah.
They truly do. I cannot get over the messages that I have received where my customers are thanking me for giving them something else to focus on. They're thanking me. They really need that distraction.
Yep.
And now is the time to build.
So it's fun for you. I mean, it's just like growth. You're not like sitting at a party asking people to write down names of referrals.
Right.
This is a game, and it's fun, and it's interactive, and they want to have their friends get pampering packages. What better? And they already trust you, and they trust Mary Kay because they're your clients. So that's where 100 new customers are going to come from. That's where 200 new customers right there in your customer group page. Bretta, awesome. Do you have any closing comments? We have 3 minutes left.
No, I guess if anything, now, I will tell you, I think a lot of people, because I tend to be, I joke a lot, I'm gregarious and everything, but I'm truly an introvert at heart. And I am probably one of the few people that you probably would never think that I get nervous, but I do get nervous. So the way that I approach people and the things that I create for myself to use are based on the fact that I don't want anybody to feel like they're hard sold. So for me, it is about, what can I do for you and how can I build this relationship? And now is the time. If you've ever felt like I don't want to pick up that phone, now is the time for you to make that relationship stronger with your client. Now's the time to build that relationship. There's never been a better time. So, reach out, call your customers. Is there anything I can do for you? can I pray for you? I mean, just anything that you can do for them right now, even slipping a color card in the mail in a little, just a basic card, and just writing a little note and just putting a regular stamp on it. Just, reach out. It will come back to you tenfold.
Oh,
Truly.
it always does. And
Mhm.
that's who we are. That's who
Mhm.
Mary Kay wanted us to be. And
Mhm.
so that's who we are. And so
Mhm.
we are out to add value. So you guys, thank you, Bretta. That was awesome. Anybody else have any questions or anything that they need to add? I can unmute you guys if anybody has anything that they need to say. If anybody would like to affirm, what is something you learned from Bretta that you loved tonight? I'm unmuting, but it's not working for some reason. Maybe because you all muted yourself, maybe I can't unmute you. Okay, there. Anybody?
Can I?
Questions, thoughts?
Yeah.
Denise.
Yeah. Can I?
Yes. Less than a minute.
So I've been taking notes fast and furious here, but I do love the thank you note in your pampering bag and walking them through it to have them call you. And I'm thinking you could even get them to FaceTime with you or Messenger time with you, and you just do a virtual makeover right there.
Exactly.
But yeah, thanks for all that information. And can I ask you, Bretta, what do you, with your cards that you send them to fill out with the skincare, what do they do with that? The
Well,
opinion.
it's actually just for them to kind of keep they're going to answer it, but that's for them to have on hand when I call them and then ask them the questions. They'll have it in front of them.
Oh, okay. I got it. All right. That clears that up. Thank you.
Awesome.
And bye-bye.
Awesome. All right, girls, let's do this. I mean, let's do this. I think this is a gift that we can take, that's been given to us, that we can give back and value. So love you all. Stay tuned, because I will be doing a simple video on exactly how to create a private group page for your clients. And have a great evening. I love you so much.
Mwah.
See ya.
Thanks, Bretta. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.